Douglas Mackey sentenced to 7 months in prison after being found guilty of election interference for making memes disparaging Hillary Clinton. So you've probably seen this in the news for it's been going on for a little while now. He's actually just been found guilty because of course he was going to be, and he's been sentenced to 7 months in prison for posting memes. Now, what kind of memes were they? Well, they were a lot of memes. Hold on. Sorry. I get to sneeze like a dad now. It's fine. They were memes that made fun of Hillary Clinton and all the usual stuff. You know, he was very, very pro-Trump, this gentleman. But one of them that he did for a joke was it's like, oh, you can actually cast your vote by text if you text this number. And it was a fake number and everything. It was just a meme, just a troll, just a LARP. But that was classed as election interference because he was like trying to cost the Democrats votes, even though it was clearly a tongue-in-cheek meme. And other people on the Democrat side had also done a similar thing. People were posting examples of them doing the exact same thing. They were never charged, they were never arrested, of course, because America now has a two-tier justice system. But Mackey was, of course, absolutely dragged through the ringer. I think he was served with federal charges, and he's just been sentenced to 7 months in prison for posting memes and making jokes. So let's go into the article. Meme maker Douglas Mackey was sentenced in the Eastern District Court of New York on criminal charges on Wednesday after a March conviction for conspiracy against rights, i.e. election interference, over memes he created during the 2016 presidential election that disparaged Hillary Clinton. And as everybody knows, especially when it comes to Donald Trump and his supporters, pardon me, the cathedral are coming down extremely fucking hard on everybody and anyone associated with Trump, anyone that supported him, even people that made memes for him. They're coming down on everyone and trying to get everybody locked up because this guy, he was one of the big top Trumpy boys back in like 2015-16, and he did help get Twitter hyped up and supporting Donald Trump. So this guy was obviously an important figure, so let's make sure we get him in there and we give him a nice wee sentence where he's away during the election. Not during the election, actually. No, he'll be out for then. In fact, the timing will be very good. He'll be out in 7 months, probably less. And he'll actually be out in time for the election. That works out. That'll be good. A nice wee martyr to parade in front of everyone. But yeah, Mackey was sentenced to 7 months in prison for the crime of making memes the DOJ didn't think were funny. A fundraiser has been launched for his ongoing legal defence. I think I've got a bloody cold again. Everybody's getting it. All my staff have just had it and everything, so I think I'm getting it as well. Super. Although it's nice catching, some kind of bug, and it's not been from my own children. It's been from, my staff essentially are my children. Not in a weird daddy way, in the sense of that's how they act. The case was heard in the US Court of the Eastern District of New York. Mackey, who was known as Ricky Vaughn on Twitter, was found guilty of the federal charge after making memes that jokingly encouraged Hillary Clinton supporters to cast their votes via text message. This is not actually a viable form of voting, as anyone can tell you, which Mackey and everyone else knew. There was no evidence to suggest that any voter attempted to cast their ballot via text in response to Mackey's meme. Tomorrow at 11:30, said one supporter, Doug Mackey will be sentenced in an NYC courtroom on a sham conspiracy conviction for sharing an anti-Hillary meme, all thanks to a bunch of lies and half-truths spewed by a morbidly obese Fed informant who goes by the name Microchip. The meme that Mackey was convicted of disseminating was directed at Hillary Clinton voters, but other memes also instructing people to vote for president via text were distributed by social media users telling people to cast their vote for Trump via text. Mackey was convicted while no one else was charged, and that was another one. This was one of the examples that was paraded out. This is a Democrat pretending to be a Trump supporter saying, oh, hey, you can cast your vote by text, blah, 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 and everything. And hers did. I've not seen the full video. Hers might have been sinister, it might not have been, but she was never charged. And she wasn't the only one. There was multiple examples put forward. But it was only the right-wing Trump supporter that got charged out of all of them. It's weird. Weird that, isn't it? It's so bloody strange. The case is, as the New York Times reported at the time, was the first criminal case in the country involving voter suppression through the spread of disinformation on Twitter. The DOJ claimed that the meme from Mackey constituted election interference, and the court agreed, despite there being no evidence to support the notion that anyone who saw the meme was deceived by it. Mackey argued that he was simply trying to create a viral meme, and that other Clinton supporters had posted similar memes encouraging Trump supporters to vote by text without consequence. Unfortunately, they're all Hillary voters, so they don't have the law applied to them. Again, two-tier two-tier justice system. The complaint, the DOJ said in 2021, alleges that in 2016, Mackey established an audience on Twitter with approximately 58,000 followers. The DOJ alleged that Mackey was sending tweets suggesting the importance of limiting black turnout. The defendant tweeted an image depicting an African-American woman standing in front of an African Americans for Hillary sign. The ad stated, avoid the line, vote from home, text Hillary to 59925 and vote for Hillary and be part of history. The DOJ, apparently having no sense of humour, took further issue with Mackey's jokes, saying the fine print at the bottom of the deceptive image stated, must be 18 or older to vote, 1 vote per person, must be a legal citizen of the United States, voting by text not available in Guam, Puerto Rico, Alaska or Hawaii, paid for by Hillary for President 2016. The tweet instead included the typed hashtag I'm with her, a slogan frequently used by Hillary Clinton. On or about before Election Day 2016, at least 4,900 unique telephone numbers texted Hillary or some derivative to the 59925 text number, which had been used in multiple deceptive campaign images tweeted by Mackey and his co-conspirators. Mackey has been found guilty by a jury of his peers of attempting to deprive individuals from exercising their sacred right to vote for the candidate of their choice in the 2016 presidential election. That's interesting. Exercising their sacred right to vote for the candidate of their choice. You mean like Donald Trump, who you're trying to put in jail so that he cannot run in the election? You mean like him? It's hilarious. They're so barefaced, aren't they? Stated United States Attorney Peace at the time. Today's verdict proves that the defendant's fraudulent actions crossed a line into criminality and flatly rejects his cynical attempt to use the constitutional right of free speech as a shield for his scheme to subvert the ballot box and suppress the vote. As alleged in the complaint, between September 2016 and November 2016, and the lead up to November 8, 2016 US presidential election, Mackey conspired with others to use social media platforms, including Twitter, to disseminate fraudulent messages designed to encourage supporters of one of the presidential candidates, the candidate, to vote via text message or social media, a legally invalid method of voting, the DOJ stated, describing the meme. According to the allegations in the complaint, the defendant exploited a social media platform to infringe on one of the most basic and sacred rights guaranteed by the Constitution, the right to vote, said Nicholas L. McQuaid. Don't you take away that right for prisoners? I mean, even someone that's just in on a stupid little shoplifting charge or something like that, you take that right away from them. You do it to all prisoners. And that's a lot of people America has. America has quite the prison population. Acting Assistant Attorney General of the Justice Department's Criminal Division, this complaint underscores the department's commitment to investigating and prosecuting those who would undermine citizens' voting rights. Mackey posted the memes on November the 1st, 2016, 1 week before the election. The prosecution could not provide any evidence of harm. Donald Trump has also been charged with conspiracy against rights in Biden's DOJ case against him over the Capitol riot of January 6, where Trump actually told people not to go in the building and to protest peacefully. But yeah, basically, again, it's selective prosecution and it's a two-tier justice system. Even though there was examples provided of Democrats doing the exact same thing that this guy did, they're not going to be charged because only the right wing are going to be charged, those filthy Untermensch, right? So that's why he's been sent away for 7 months. I'm happy it was only 7 months. Hopefully he's going to get out a lot earlier than that. But I mean, I was already embarrassed enough when I had to sit in the holding cell with like 12 other guys, and they got to me going, "What you in for?" And I was like, I posted a meme of my dog doing a wee hoo-hoo. Right, he's going to have to do the same thing when he goes into jail. "What you in for?" Posted a meme on Twitter. I mean, that's not going to get him very far in there, but hopefully he keeps his nose clean and he gets out earlier than 7 months, just in time for the next election, at which point I hope that he returns to Twitter, and he is going to be a little bit of a martyr, because he's someone that was punished for posting memes, whereas Democrats who posted the exact same kinds of memes were just left alone. But it's absolutely fucking tragic, absolutely terrible. I hope he gets out early, and I hope to have a nice little chat with him when he gets out.